Real Madrid versus Almería was one of the biggest robberies that I've seen in a really long time, and the referees completely handed the game to Real Madrid, and honestly, it's a really questionable look for the league. Sometimes the referee just misses a couple calls, but in this game, Real Madrid were gifted 2 goals that should never have counted, and then also Almería scored a valid goal, but it was taken back for a non-existent foul on Real Madrid. I'm glad a lot of people are seeing this now because this happens all too often in La Liga. So for the first really weird goal, Real Madrid is currently losing 2-0, and on a corner, this moment right here, this counts as a Real Madrid penalty. Not Almería players getting fouled, this counts as a Real Madrid penalty. Rudiger and Joselu are both pushing their man, and Joselu's guy goes into the ball because he's getting pushed into the ball. He hits it with his hand, and Real Madrid get a penalty. Alright, really bad call from the referee, but no big deal. Almería is still winning 2-1. And then they get the ball from half field, Jude Bellingham loses the ball, and Almería go on and score. And look at the view that the referee has on this so-called foul on Jude Bellingham. He does not call this. He sees that Jude Bellingham completely flopped, and Almería go on and score. But then VAR tells him, no, you should go take a look at this, even though he had a completely clear view of it in the first place. By the way, this is the first time in La Liga this season that VAR intervened on 3 separate occasions, and every single time, Real Madrid benefited from it. This is nowhere near enough contact to completely take away a clear goal that Almería scored. Jude Bellingham, of course, flopped so hard in this situation. By the way, here's another view of the first goal. You can see that Joselu is completely pushing his guy into the ball. His hand is in the air because he's getting pushed in the back. And of course, it still counts as a penalty for Real Madrid. Really questionable. And this Vinicius clear handball, I have never seen this in the sport before. When Maradona scored with his hand, no big deal because you didn't have the cameras. It's definitely understandable to miss it in that situation. You have cameras clearly showing that Vinicius uses his hand to score, yet they still allow it. It makes no sense. I think the referee initially called this as a handball, but then he saw this recording of VAR and decided, oh, I guess maybe that isn't a handball. So weird. And Almería with 0 wins in La Liga this season, they completely deserved to get that win, and of course, they were completely robbed today. Almería's player said, I think that someone decided that we weren't allowed to win here at the Bernabeu today, and that's what happened. Nothing more to say. And he's exactly right. Almería on Twitter said, don't expect us to publish the match report. Everything is more than clear. Referees are humans. They're gonna get stuff wrong, but to get 3 clear things very wrong in this game, it's really questionable. And you have VAR for a reason, but of course it's not consistent when you use VAR versus when you don't, when you decide to show a replay versus when you don't. But of course, all the 3 times that they used VAR today, Real Madrid benefit, and they won the game because of that. Obviously, it's a really bad look for the league. I feel really bad for Almería because they completely deserve the win today. But of course, I'm glad that a lot of people are seeing this because this has continued to happen in La Liga. Everyone makes mistakes, but these mistakes gifted Real Madrid 2 goals and they took a goal away from Almería. So obviously, it's a really questionable look for La Liga and yeah, very, very weird. And also tomorrow, what are the odds we're going to see some reports that Barcelona paid the referees? I'm going to guess it's pretty likely.